Okay, so one of the biggest things I hear from people is they're very unsure about tracking calories. They don't really know how to do it, or they're confused on how to do it, or they just find it overwhelming in general. So in this video today, I just want to cover my top 10 tips to help you track your food, which are going to expedite results, because what gets measured gets managed, and arguably this is the best way to approach a fat loss phase, is knowing your numbers, tracking your food, having some really solid habits around your food and tracking. Let's get into this top 10 list. Okay, so number one, plan your calories ahead of time. When you can plan your meals ahead of time, it makes life so much easier. You don't have to grab and go. You're not stressed out about what to eat. You know what you're going to eat. When you know what you're going to eat, you know you're going to hit your numbers. Everything is much more relaxed. It makes the journey easier. Okay? Number two, track your food before you eat it. Whether you're planning your meals ahead of time or not, when you're about to sit down and you have a plate in front of you, wherever you are, log that meal before you eat it. It's going to make things so much easier. It's hard to remember everything at the end of the day. So when you can log your food before you eat your food, you know exactly the portion that you're having. You know everything that's going into your system. You can log it accurately. The more accurately you can log, the better your results are going to be long term. Number three, now arguably this could be number one, prioritize protein. Build every single meal around a protein source, because after you hit your calories, protein is the next important factor of this whole process. So when you can build meals around a protein source, whether it's eggs, Greek yogurt, whey protein, chicken, steak, fish, it doesn't matter. Pick a protein source, build a meal around it, every single meal, right? If you have 3 meals, 4 meals, if you're having 8 meals, I don't know how you're doing that, but build your meals around protein, okay? Number 4, look for verified options in MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal has become like the Wikipedia of food diaries and food entries. So you could search something up, you can search a chicken breast, you can get 1 million hits, almost like a Google search. So try to look for verified options, use the barcode scanner if you're having packaged goods. Restaurants typically all have their menu items on MyFitnessPal now, so look for that check mark. It's going to be more accurate than some random entry that Joe Schmo put up, okay? Number 5, this is especially important if you're eating out and about, if you like takeout, if you like to go to restaurants, I know summer and patios and blah, blah, blah. Overestimate your calorie intake when you're going out. So if you're going out for a meal, whatever it is, you're looking ahead of time, look at the menu, they have the calories up, log it, multiply that serving size by 1.2. Don't hate me, it's gonna suck, but the reason I say this is because you have no idea who the chef is that day, who's putting your meal together, if what they're doing is the company standard, which is supposed to be what the calorie says. So it's better to overestimate, that way you know you're not gonna overblow your numbers, your targets. Leads me to number 6. Always, always, always guess. Do your best guesstimation. Don't completely omit any items, because I guarantee you, you're gonna omit it, you're gonna forget you ate it, you're gonna eat something else because you still have the calories left over, you're gonna go over your numbers. And if you do this very often, it's gonna hurt your progress, straight up. So guess as much as you can, and the more you guess, the better you get at this whole process anyways. When you can guess what an item calories is and you're getting better at guessing, eventually you'll be able to look at a plate of food and you'll roughly know what the calories are. That's what intuitive eating is. You're not gonna have to track the calories for life. It's a skill building exercise, guessing included. When you're preparing a meal, this is number 7, log each ingredient separately. So I know it's very tempting to just log into MyFitnessPal, type in tuna salad sandwich. You don't know what the hell's in this person's tuna salad, how much mayo is in there, how much tuna is in there, did they add vegetables, did they add anything else? So if you're making a recipe or if you found a recipe online, don't just search the name of the recipe, enter in all the ingredients, especially the proteins, the fats or the sauces, and any starchy carbs. Those are the most important things to log. Vegetables, yes, they have some calories. They're not as important as fats and protein and starchy carbs because they take up the most of every recipe. Don't just enter in a chicken salad. What is in that salad? That's more important. The more accurately you can track it, the more likely you are to hit your calorie targets, the more likely you are to see fat loss progress. Number 8, now, all calories count. Whether or not you count them, they all count. Vegetables, alcohol, ginger ale, it doesn't matter. Ketchup, all calories count. If it has a calorie, it counts. BCAAs, coffee with cream. So you can tell me that you hit your calories dead on, but if you're having 3 coffees a day with milk and sugar or cream and sugar or whatever, you have to add those calories in. Anything you're ingesting counts. Just need to clear the air on that one. That's number 8. Number 9, use the kitchen scale for meats, starches, vegetables, fruits, basically everything you're making. And I'll explain why in the next one. The kitchen scale is literally the best investment you can ever make. It's like 15 bucks and it tells you how much all your food wastes. If you have no idea what 6 ounces of chicken breast looks like, or half a cup of rice looks like, which again, we'll talk about what cup and rice, you need to weigh it out. Having the weight of an item is more accurate than having the volume of an item. So if you're logging cups of rice or cups of cereal, you're doing yourself a humongous disservice because that cup can be full, it can be jam-packed, it will not weigh the same from one cup to another. So it leads me to number 10, measuring cup or measuring spoons is only for liquids. Only oils, milk, whatever you're using, it's a liquid. Do not use measuring cups for rice. Do not use measuring cups for pasta or cereal. Those are solid foods. We need the weight. Now, that's the 10 tips. These 10 tips are made to help you be as accurate as possible when you're tracking, give you some real clear ideas as to what to look for when you're tracking, and when you can really jump 2 feet into tracking your calories and be really diligent with it, you won't have to do it for as long. When someone can put their mind to tracking calories, like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna use these tips John gave me, and I'm gonna track it hard for 3 months, 6 months. Those people do the best. They see the best results because they're jumping in. They're not 1 foot in, 1 foot out, right? They're in the process, they're trusting the process. When you track here and there and you miss a couple days or you don't log accurately, you're just delaying your results, right? And your results may never come because you've never jumped into the full process, right? Yes, tracking calories can be tedious. Yes, it can be a numbers game, but you can make it fun. It's like a food budget. We all budget our money. You wouldn't go spending willy-nilly having no idea what's left in your account. The same thing should apply for your tracking your calories and for your food intake, especially if you're trying to lose body fat. So that's my top 10 list. If you have any tips that are equivalent to these, better than these, did I miss anything? Definitely let me know in the comments. Share this video with anyone you think it'll help. Like it, comment below, share it. Did I miss anything? No? Thanks for watching.